What's up YouTube? So we've finally got a brand new episode of Outcast. It's been on a week break, but this episode proves that, well, waiting sometimes definitely is worth it, as we've got a wealth of new information on the show, and also a look at Kyle's wife Alison, who we've heard about for the past 4 episodes, and now in the 5th we finally get to see her. So we see her at the start, not sure if she is actually possessed or not, because the last few episodes have started with people acting strange and it turns out they are possessed, but we know that she actually isn't here, which is a sigh of relief as she finally gets to reunite with Kyle, which I'm sure will help him out a lot more and maybe make him more inclined to help people a bit easier, or maybe not hit them as much. So we learn that the reason why she was actually in hospital, we kind of guessed that it may be to do with a possession, but the actual reason is that she was beaten up, which makes a lot of sense when we think about it, because that is how Kyle gets rid of the exorcisms, and well, people aren't going to understand that at all, are they, to be honest? As she's been beaten up, they think that he's been beating her, and then obviously the police get involved, and then that is that with that. But he never actually explained to her what happened. Maybe he never actually got a proper chance here, as she's missing the time out of her life, so she doesn't actually know that technically he was actually beating her, but he was actually trying to save her, which is a very disturbing allegory there as well. But they do have a reunification at the end of the episode, which is interesting to see how it's going to move forward. And their kid is pretty naughty, but not sure if that's an heir of something to come. So over the course of the last few episodes, we have learnt, and definitely in this episode, that the exorcisms that the Reverend and Kyle have performed have not worked one bit, and that the devil is, like the Reverend said, a trickster, and is hiding in plain sight dormant, which is very not good for the town of Rome, considering all these possessions, probably God knows how many they've done over the years, have not worked one bit at all. So it's shown that the Reverend had blind hope that they had just worked, obviously, as they talked to the man whose daughter is living on the streets. But, well, it's not good for them. And, well, it shows that his blind faith just has not worked one bit as well. Because, well, the demons are just a lot stronger than they really expected. As we saw from the pet shop, these demons can turn incredibly violent once they find out that they have been kind of caught or they have been cottoned onto. So we could see possibly a demon kind of army attacking the rest of the town, which that wouldn't be good. As the poor guy's daughter gets killed, the whole black demon mass leaves her and she dies, which is a terrible thing. And I expect a lot more exorcisms now, as they finally realise towards the end of this episode that, well, this is it. This needs to end, and all these people need to be exorcised, which is going to be no mean feat. So I think that the episode so far has been really good. This is really finding its stride, I think, so far, and is a lot of fun to watch, and is kind of very unsettling, which is what horror should do. So at the end we have Sydney, well, not at the end, sorry, but during the episode we have Sydney here talking with Mildred, discussing that, well, deciding whose possessions are what, and, well, yeah, deciding that the Great Merge is coming, which is a very scary thing, which we're not sure exactly what it is just yet, but I would hasten a bet that it is possibly a merge between demons and humans, and possibly wanting demons to live on the Earth, which would be a terrible thing, of course, when you think about it. But the exchange between Sydney and Mildred was fantastic, and I don't think Mildred went this far in the comics, but here we find out she's possibly one of the bigger demons in the show, so it is very unsettling so far, and I'm excited to see where this goes. So as always, if you enjoy the review, please drop a like and subscribe for more. Goodbye.